All right, y'all. Here we are. We've got the 9 1/4. It's fully assembled and ready to go. I've got the backlash correct, as you can see. I've got the gear pattern is correct on both sides, and which is really nice. I don't have everything inside because I don't have the axles yet. I don't have the axles in because I don't have brake backing plates. I have misplaced one of them. I have one, I don't have the other, unfortunately. So I'm moving on, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these that came off the 8 1/4, same size drum, same size brakes, everything like that. So, and as a matter of fact, I've just got them laying over here, the backing plate with all of the brakes attached. You know, let me get the light so you can see a little better. But yeah, there's everything all attached still to the brake backing plate. Even the parking brake cable is still attached. Those are a kind of a turd to get off, so they're really difficult to get off. This is more of an update kind of video. I'm not going to show you a tremendous amount about swapping these out because I've made a video about this before. But a couple of quick little notes. As you can see on this backing plate, they have 5 bolt holes in the center. This only has 4. Okay, only has 4 studs. The 9 1/4 is the same way. The 8 3/4, however, has 5. Okay, and that has 5 holes. You can actually use one of those on an 8 3/4. I actually slid it up on that axle laying right down there. So, but of course, you know, you need to disconnect your, brake lines, which I've already done. As a matter of fact, I got one of them sitting right here and draining all the brake fluid out. Disconnect shocks, done that. Any kind of wires or cables or anything like that, done that. Of course, drive shaft disconnected. One little tidbit about this particular setup is when this is an 8 1/4. What's going in is a 9 1/4. It's just a physically larger rear end and a physically larger ring gear. The 9 1/4 came in a lot of the Dodge trucks. The thing about this 8 1/4, it has a 7260 yoke. Okay, that part right there. 7260 is the U-joint that uses the smaller caps. As you can see, that U-joint on that drive shaft is what they call a bastard joint. Okay, I'm not trying to be vulgar, but that is a U-joint that the cross, which is the part that is physically a cross, and the caps are different. Okay, so there's different size caps there. So this one is different than that one there on the top, and that one on the bottom and that one on the top are the same. That one on this side and that one on the other side opposite of this is the same. So the one that is facing me right there, that is a 7290. Okay, so if you have a Dodge truck, you could have either one. Just something to keep in mind. And but these U-bolts are next, and of course, lubricate everything with some penetrating lubricant and let it soak for as long as you can. It's getting late, so what I'm going to do is just get these loose, or get these undone completely, and then when I do, oh sorry, went the wrong way. So when I get these undone, I will lower the rear end down, slide it out, and it'll sit here tonight. Tomorrow evening I will get ready. I will get the 9 1/4 slid under here and start working on that. Both 8 3/4. My apologies. Both the 8 1/4 and the 9 1/4 are a non-removable chunk, meaning that part right there does not remove from it like the 8 3/4 does. Okay. All the service work is done on the back. So you have a bolt and to pull out, then a pin. Once you pull the pin out, then you push the axles in, then there's C-clips. You get them out, slide the axles out. Okay, pretty straightforward stuff. 9 1/4, same way. So anyway, so I'm going to 3/4 inch nuts on the U-bolts, 3/4 inch nuts on the shock mounts there, and yes, I am using air shocks. So, and they do pretty good. So there you are. All right, everything here is standard. So there you go. One little tip, and I've said this before, but it's worth repeating. Your gasket that goes on the differential, back of the differential, the cover, the plate, that cover, that gasket for that cover is best thing to do. Soak that down in oil of some sort, some kind of oil, and you can, once it's soaked down, you can sometimes even reuse that gasket. So just something to think about. This particular rear end has a noise coming from one of the carrier bearings. Now that's the bearings that are, that are the ones holding up the carrier. Okay, so when I say, let me show you. Okay, I'll show you over here on this 9 1/4 real quick. This part, that's your carrier. Carrier bearing under here, carrier bearing under here. Okay, so this is the carrier. The ring gear bolts to it, and your spider gears and side gears go inside there. Okay, so that's what I'm talking about. All right. Okay, I want to get that rear end out. It's getting late, and also be aware that sometimes you may have to use heat on these U-bolts on the nuts, especially if they've not been disturbed in like a long time. These were off maybe a year or two ago, so they shouldn't be real bad to get off. Also, when you take these brake lines off, these nuts, these line nuts, tend to sometimes get seized onto the tubing, and they want to twist the tubing. The best thing you can do is either replace the whole line, or get a torch, like a little propane torch, heat that up to where this breaks loose. And then when it breaks loose, run this back a little bit as far as you can, put some anti-seize in there. Not on there, okay, not on that part, but where in between the line and the nut. Okay, I'll show you how to do that later. All right, but for now, I'm going to let's see, just thinking if there's anything else I need to tell you about. Try to cover here real quick. I think that's about it. Swapping rear ends in these is not very hard, and there's not a lot to it. So, okay. All right. Well, if you have any questions about this video or any of the others, you know what to do. You're smart. Put it down below. I'll do my very best to answer your questions, okay? I really do appreciate everybody for subscribing. Thank you to all my subscribers, new and old. And if you have any requests about what you want to see on the channel, be sure to put that down below too as well. And if you do ask questions, I do try to do my best to answer them as soon as possible and get you the best correct information, which is something I take very seriously. I'm not going to be I'm not going to be blase about that. You know, I feel very strongly that, you know, try to pass on the best information possible. That's why I made the video about warning you all about the what to do when repairing. You know, that I was repairing that rear axle. I was not rebuilding it. I may have said rebuilding it. It's not a rebuild, it's a repair. So, just something to keep in mind, okay? So, appreciate y'all. Thank you very much. God bless. Have a great one.